in the beverage industry in the South, and we just saw a resurgence of all these energy drinks and thought there's got to be a responsible way to relax. And, you know, we didn't want people walking around, athletes walking around with a bottle of Jack Daniels or things like that. Yeah. So we wanted to find for America with being stressed.
You know what, they always say don't mix the grain with the grape, and I didn't, but I drank a lot of grape back in the day. That was a relaxation drink
Right.
called wine.
Good wine.
But you're saying responsibly, and this is a non-alcoholic drink, right?
It's a healthy alternative. It's a non-alcoholic, responsible way to relax.
I mean, I guess it says on here, extreme relaxation, slow your roll.
We tried to make relaxation a little fun, just like in most music today. You got Beyonce saying, I'm acting up and I got drink in my cup. She's trying to find a way right now to say, it's time to relax. It's time to chill out. Absolutely.
So you're calling this weed in a can, right?
No, actually I didn't call it for it. Conan O'Brien did a nice little spoof calling it weed in the can.
Why not just smoke weed?
Because most people can't walk around in a
but this doesn't cause lung cancer. The thing is, the can can be turned into a bong, which is nice afterwards. A friend of mine drank this, and he said it knocked him out. He went right to sleep. So this is like, you know, like in the 70s for you.
Right.
You want me to try something? In the 70s or 80s for him, it's like you do a couple of lines, you ride the ramp so that you smoke a little. Is that what this is? So you drink this is the new modern man. You drink a couple of Red Bull, you feel like you're going to have a heart attack, and then you need this to bring you down?
I just want a relaxation. So do this at the end.
When I do melatonin, I have the craziest dreams. I mean, really bizarre psychedelic dreams. It really messes. Have you guys done melatonin? It gives me crazy dreams.
Right.
So will this give you crazy dreams? This has melatonin.
It does have melatonin in it. And,
oh my God, it's awful! It burns!
It burns. No, you know it tastes like grape soda.
Can I just get to the business of this for a second? Sure. It's really hard to get a new drink on the market, get it distributed, get it in the stores. Here you are starting. You were in the beverage business. The idea is if everybody's stressed out, here's something legal, healthy that you can drink. And how soon does this take effect, first of all?
Well, most people find that they feel about 10, 15, 20 minutes, they start to feel a little bit more relaxed. So by the end of the show, Mancal will be asleep, so we'll leave a wake-up call.
And how do you get it, seriously, in the stores? Where do you manufacture it, and who do you get to distribute it and get shelf space?
It's manufactured in the South, right outside of Birmingham, Alabama. It's actually a Coke facility that manufactures the products.
Mancal was just talking about that a couple minutes ago.
Yes, Colombians are cooking this.
What about the people say you're ripping off the drink that you know they're making famous down south, and you're ripping off the original drink, if you will?
Well, what we're trying to do is I'm not out here trying to glorify illegal drug use. What I'm trying to do is actually
he's
doing that as it burns. Yeah. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to give you a healthy alternative. At the end of your day, that's what you're going to go do.
Where will people find it? Where will they find it?
We're brand new here to Chicago. We've been in the market for about 2 weeks with a beautiful distributor called Central Beverage, and wherever you can go out and find Arizona at self-iced tea, you should be able to find this product.
With the melatonin and the valerian root, are there any reactions that you have to worry about? That is, if someone's on certain medications, is there anything that could interact with?
Well, like anything else, if you're going to drink any product like energy drinks itself, consult your doctor with it. You know, these products are found where you can go to GNC and Vitamin Shop. You know, with most of the ingredients in here, most people have taken already.
And how much does one can cost retail? Do you expect?
Same thing as what Monster energy drink would be, or Rockstar, about $249, $279. So it's very affordable. So you don't have to go out and blow $500 to try to have a good evening.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for stopping in, and good luck with Drank. All right, my friend. Well, when he speaks, people listen. White Sox and Bulls owner Jerry Reinsdorf spoke with Mike and I yesterday about many topics, including the passing of Yankees owner George Steinbrenner, who at one time owned a piece of the Bulls.
Yeah, well, he was certainly one of the most interesting, complex people I've ever known. You know, a brilliant guy, a driven guy, did some wonderful things, did some things that weren't so wonderful. But you know, on balance, he was a giant of the industry, and it's hard to imagine that he's not going to be around.
Yeah, it is hard to imagine he's not going to be around. And you know what? I would imagine also that people don't realize the business dealings you guys had together, including he still had interest in the Bulls, did he not?
No, actually, the story is if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have bought the Bulls.
Okay.
He was an 8 or 10% owner of the Bulls going back to 1972. And he and I were having dinner in New York in 1984, and he was crying to me about how the Bulls were losing money every year, and he was tired of writing checks. And I looked at him and I said, you know, you guys have you don't know what you have, how good it can be. I said, I would love to take over the Bulls.